While riding on the highway, I noticed that there was a billboard off the side of the road. And this billboard simply read, I rented this billboard to say, I love you. And that was it. That was the message. It said, I just rented this billboard to say, I love you. And the name at the end said Gaines. I forget if it was Thomas Gaines or Michael Gaines, but shout out to Gaines, wherever you are, whoever you are. Thank you for just spreading your light and your love. You know, how many people looked at that billboard and were touched? Man, oh man. I was touched. I was impacted. I mean, it inspired this podcast episode, which might touch another person or impact someone else. Impact you who are listening right now. As you are hearing my voice, you are listening to my experience, and you may be impacted by a billboard that I saw on the side of the road. You understand what I mean by that? Can you imagine how many people that you impact on a daily basis? And I don't even mean directly. You could impact people indirectly. For every day, there are tons and tons of acts of violence, acts of cruelty, acts of selfishness. Why can't there be random acts of kindness? Random acts of love? Random acts of greatness, of light, of peace, of harmony? Random. Just random. I mean, looking at that billboard on the side of the highway, I did not expect to see that. I just looked, and I seen a random billboard that said, I just rented this billboard to say, I love you. That was it. No advertisement, no company, no 1-800 number, call now, auto insurance, attorney, what have you. No, just, I love you. That's it. Simple and plain. And you know what? After reading that, I had a smile on my face. Kind of like the smile I have on now. And wearing this smile, I can confidently tell you that when you spread love, you don't just spread it to one person. You spread it to the collective. I mean, imagine how many people would drive by and see that billboard, just by chance, just at random, right? Now imagine that's how many people that you have already affected. Just by being yourself, just by giving a smile to one person, you may have indirectly affected the whole collective. For there was a podcast that I listened to, and I gotta give a shout out to her. Her name is Shantae. Her podcast, Shantae Out Loud. There was an episode called Energy, an Energetic Impact. And one of the subjects she talked about was that energy is neither created nor destroyed, which can mean many, many things, many applications, but the one I want to focus on now is that when you affect one person, you actually aren't just affecting one person. You're affecting every person that person will go on to affect, and every person that those people will go on to affect, and every person that those people will go on to affect. So in actuality, when you affect one person, no, my friend, you don't just affect one person, you affect the world. And it starts with you. So if you ever wanted to change the world, if you ever wanted to be a type of person that can cause change in the world, like a Mahatma Gandhi or Martin Luther King, or just somebody great, realize first that you're already great, that the light that you see shining in others is within you now. But then realize second, that by changing yourself, you change the world. By realizing yourself, remembering who you are, and letting that energy flow, projecting it outward, You already change the world when you change yourself. You already change the collective. Whatever we project, the collective feels. For energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It flows on endlessly from person to person. Thank you for listening. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, that is the Open Palm Podcast, here in San Antonio, Texas. Now, the Open Palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray that you received an important and special message from this podcast today, and that you would share it with another person to affect the collective in your own way, to spread this message and impact someone else if you have been impacted. If you did resonate with this and receive value, and you enjoy positive messages like this, consider subscribing first off, and also supporting the podcast by opening your browser, going to anchor.fm/jshaw and supporting it there. That's anchor.fm/JSHAW. It is always appreciated, all the donations that have come in. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my supporters. And in fact, we have a contest going on here for the month of June. And June 30th will be the end of the contest. But whoever supports this podcast with just $1 or more will be entered into a contest to have a chance to receive $100 from yours truly. So it's a fun little contest I have going on for just the listeners and supporters. If you have just a moment of your time, feel free to give this a good rating on whatever platform you are choosing to listen to it. That helps the message get received by more like-minded individuals like yourself. And if you are on YouTube, just type in my name, Jerome Shaw, and you will find positive and awesome videos there as well. As always, have a blessed day or night, wherever you are, my friend. Take care.